Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Rachel Thompson-Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. This week's energy forecast is for July the 26th through to August the 1st. Can you believe another month is passing us by? This week's overall theme is about sensory activation. Let's go in and explore how that overall theme ties back into the cards. Monday and Tuesday is the card of Oceans Calling. Wednesday through till Friday is the card of Feathers. And the weekend's message is about transformation. Now, with the beginning of the week being Oceans Calling, the thing I find the most interesting about this card is it seems to be a current theme that's been coming through since last week. The reason that our soul is calling us to go to the ocean is to restore balance and harmony within our own self. There's no denying that a full moon packs a punch and takes us on an emotional journey. So the fastest way to reinstate that balance is to get near water. The ocean has this beautiful calming effect. We can go there with our mind filled with so much noise and leave with this inner peace. And that in itself is powerful, because what it does is that as you stay near the ocean and listen to the waves rhythm reinstates our heartbeat to come back into a more peaceful zone. Therefore, we start to breathe more freely, rather than when we're stressed, we breathe very tightly from the top of our chest. We also start to notice all of that noise that you went to the ocean with, and what the full moon does is it brings up all of our past pains and old stories, and all of that noise declutters when we go near the ocean. Therefore, we have a greater capacity to tune into our intuition, because one of the biggest blocks when learning to develop your intuition is the noise in our head, because we get trapped in our own thoughts. And we forget to tune into our most divine wisdom, which is our senses of our intuition and that communication between yourself and your soul and source. So the ocean's calling is about being able to reinstate that balance, which will rejuvenate you, because it's exhausting when you're doing so much overthinking. So it's about being able to press the reset button and find that zenful place within your own self, where you are more deeply connected with your intuition and feel that guidance and connection and all of the insight that you gathered from the full moon, now being able to put it into practice of, okay, well, this is what I've surrendered and let go of. Now, as I reinstate that balance, I've got the capacity then to focus on what am I going to replace the old with, that's going to reinstate some more powerful beliefs and patterns and cycles within the next coming few weeks. The thing that you will also find that happens with the ocean's calling is also that connection to water. Depending on your location, if you're in the colder climates, we are less inclined to want to drink water, because we're more wanting to feel that warmth come through hot drinks. But that means that we feel depleted, because when we don't have enough H2O, our cells are not getting nourished. So therefore, that can also cause us to hold on to a lot more of the old pains that you've just experienced, because they're stuck and trapped in the cells, because they're almost like, if you think about it, a grape is filled with so much water composition. When a grape is dehydrated, it turns into a sultana. So that's what's happening to our cells when we're not giving it enough hydration. So not only is the ocean calling about reinstating it, we want to work on that internal aspect. So you may feel that you feel more called to want to drink more water, or if you've been having that intuitive nudge that says, hey, you need more water, but you've chased it with hot coffees and hot teas and things like that. This is that little reminder that your cells are turning to sultanas and we need them to be like grapes. So find beautiful ways, there are so many beautiful herbal teas that you can drink at lukewarm water. Try and find ways to be able to nourish yourself through the element of H2O, and not only will that rehydrate your cells, but it will also flush away any toxins that were attached to those old past wounds that came up. Now, the beautiful thing is that when we move to the midweek, we have the beautiful card of feathers, which is our connection with our past loved ones. So, if you haven't already been seeing feathers, you may see them come into your awareness. It is that reminder that your past loved ones are reaching out to you to support you through the sensory activation. Your senses are going to have the reset button. It's going to activate you to be able to move more powerfully in taking the steps forward that you're wanting to do. Now, your past loved ones, and just tune into, because when I designed this card, that was how my father communicates to me. He sends me gorgeous feathers. Sometimes I think there's naked birds walking around because he sends me so many. But if you have a sign that you know that is specific to your past loved ones, then please know that those signs will show up for you as well. And if you're not sure, ask your past loved ones to show you a sign that you know is completely 100% congruent with that person, and it will just show up. What we need to remember is that our past loved ones, they hear our thoughts, our feelings, their emotions, and even though they may not be living in this current reality, we are still deeply connected with them, and they are there to support you every single way. They hear your past pains. They're wanting to help you heal. And so therefore you're going to feel more of a connection with your past loved ones. Now that may come through in the form of memories, songs that remind you of them, old stories that you remember them by, some of the great holidays you had, or the essences. This is this moment of knowing that they are there supporting you. So please be reminded that they are there to help assist you. So ask for their assistance. Let them know how they can help you, and they will do everything within their power to make sure that they are there to help you. So again, that's remembering to get your spidey senses going again, and knowing that sometimes when we think about our past loved ones, we sort of think, is it me that's putting that idea into my own head? No, it's not. You're going to feel such a deep connection to them this coming week. So reach out, share with them how they can best assist you at this point. Now, as we move through to the weekend, it's all about the transformation that you are going through. You've pressed the reset button. You are more attuned to connecting with your past loved ones. These are all assisting you on doing the inner work that you made a promise to yourself that when you cleared away the old stuff from the full moon, these are the areas that you need to be able or want to concentrate more energy in. So the transformation begins in getting those promises started. What do you need to do? What are the steps? What does it look like? What does it sound like? And being able to transform yourself from within first, which means being your most amazing cheer squad, reminding yourself how amazing you are, supporting yourself while you take those first beginning steps, which are always the most transformative, because as they say, it takes 21 days to initiate a new habit. So it's going to take 21 days for you to install a new belief, a new pattern, and a reinstallation of new things that directly align with those dreams, goals, visions that you have. And so all of those senses that have been activated, you are cleansed the old, you're getting support from your past loved ones. Now it's time for you to put those things into action. At the weekend is about the action, 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 action. No more thinking about it, but start applying what you want and start chasing those things. And knowing that there may be times that there is resistance, that's perfectly okay. It's going to feel clunky. It's going to feel unusual. I remember when I first started saying affirmations many, many years ago, I used to think to myself, oh my God, if anyone actually heard the types of conversations that I was having with myself, they would think I was a loony. But I needed to be able to hear that from myself in order for me to believe in myself. And that's why it's so important that don't judge yourself. Don't put these high expectations on yourself. Just take one step at a time, because that's all it takes to be able to install new healthy habits that supports the new beliefs, the new actions, and chasing those awesome dreams that you know that you have everything within you possible to accomplish them, and turn those dreams into realities, and know that those promises that you made to yourself, you're living them every single time that you take a step. So there's that reminder that every time that you take one step towards the direction of what you want, is that moment to recognize the bravery and courage that you are taking, to be proud of yourself, and that is transformative in itself. Usually we wait to say, I'm so proud of myself, when we've accomplished the dream, and therefore that leaves a very long time between starting and finishing that we don't give ourselves permission. That's not helping you to be able to live and live that dream. So every time you take a step, it's one step closer. I want you to be able to stand back and go, I am so proud of me for, and state what it is that you've done, and recognize everything within you that it's taken to accomplish this. Don't dismiss it. Don't think that there's something that it's blowing your own trumpet. It's important. Your soul is wanting you to hear in that human part of yourself that you are proud of yourself. Therefore, when you accomplish that dream, you know that there have been lots of incremental steps that have been the micro steps that have enabled you to get there. And along that, you've built up your self-esteem. You've reminded yourself that you are worthy, and you've also reminded yourself that you are deserving, because you've taken the action necessary to support those promises that you made to yourself. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead. Sorry about the little barking. But again, sorry. There we go. So I'm going to get off. Much love to you all. Take care. Have a fabulous week, and I will see you again next week. See you guys.